Brothers and sisters, it's good to be here with you this morning. 5 weeks ago, yesterday, Marilyn and I attended the unveiling of the headstone of my birth grandmother in the far north, at a little place called Mangabuka. Well, there was an even smaller place where we ended up at, a place called Mangataipa. If Mangabuka is small, well, Mangataipa is even just a dot. But as we stood there, and I was asked to say a few words there, and because a lot of my family are not members of the church. And prior to going up there, I found that my great-grandfather, a person by the name of Ihimaida Otene, was the first of our family to join the church in July of 1901. And so my birth mother was his granddaughter, sorry. And on the monument had this most beautiful, not so much a picture, engraving or monument of the temple. She had been an active for many years of her life, but perhaps about the last 50 years of her life, she and her sister, they lived right next door to each other for so many years, were very active members of the church. And when she passed away at the age of 94, this is my birth mother, and we went to the marae, and I was asked to speak there at the marae. And on the wall was also a picture of my mother, the woman who I refer to as my mother, because I was sealed to them. So I was born one, but I ended up being adopted as a Williams. And so as I stood there and I looked down at my birth mother, and I said to the people there, I said, I am grateful to this woman because she is the one who gave me life. I'm grateful to that one over there because she is the one who raised me. And she is the one to whom I am sealed. And over the years, I've often wondered to myself, as perhaps many of you might, if you're in the same situation, what would have happened in my life if I wasn't adopted? Because I've got other half-brothers and sisters who are not members of the church. All right? And so I was very, very grateful for all the things which have happened in my life because of that decision wherein I was raised in the Williams family. And so as I've been thinking about my testimony today, I've been spending quite a bit of time recently reading from the book of Deuteronomy. And I've made a couple of changes to, I've taken what I guess they might call poetic license to make a couple of changes here in some of the scriptures. In Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4, Moses is speaking to the children of Israel. And instead of Israel, I've put Glenview Stake. And he says, Hear, O Glenview Stake, the Lord our God is one Lord. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart. And thou, members of the Glenview Stake, shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. I guess we want to take out of that, take away Glenview Stake and put your own family name there. You are at liberty, I think, to do so. So instead of saying Hero Glenview Stake, Hero Williams family, the Lord our God is one Lord. Brothers and sisters, that is the great commandment of life, is to love the Lord. I am grateful for my testimony of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I believe that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is the true church upon the earth today. It was the faith of my fathers, my grandfathers, and my great-grandfathers. And I will live the gospel as they have lived it to the very best of my ability, and pray that we may all do likewise. And as you go forward into the festive season, please don't go on holiday from the church. Wherever you go, be firm in the faith, and the Lord will bless you. In the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.